Hey everybody, welcome to Pub Crawlers. I'm Matthew.
I'm Kevin.
And we have Frank back today with us with some...
Brandy.
Brandy. Oh, Brandy's a fine girl.
Yes, she is.
All right. So, what we have in particular?
This is Dagneau from the House of Charpentier in France.
Charpentier.
Charpentier.
I know a few of them.
Yeah, Maison Charpentier.
Some Dagneaus too.
Dagneaus, yep. This is a brandy from France.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of French brandy, most of the time you think cognac, which is a brandy.
Do you like cognac?
Brandy is a very broad general term, like whiskey, when we talk about whiskey.
Right.
It's a very general term. It basically means anything made from grapes and then distilled and then often aged. It's made all over the world. It's always brandy, but in certain parts of the world, when it's done differently, it carries a different name. Like in Italy, they make grappa, which is in the brandy family. In South America, they make pisco, which is in the brandy family. Cognac is in the brandy family. They're all brandies,
right?
But then they carry their own name when they're made specifically in a certain way in a certain part of the world. Brandy gets its term from the Dutch. The Dutch were incredible sailors, and they traveled all over the world, and they loved to take their wine with them. But often the wine would go bad. Similar to an IPA, we all know the IPA story.
Right.
Similar to it, the Dutch figured out if they cooked the wine or distilled it and reduced it, that it would travel better. And then when they got to their destination, they would just put water back into it and bring it to its original state.
So did you put water in there?
There is no water in here because this is brandy. So what they did was they burnt the wine, and that's what they called it, burnt wine. Which gives us the name brandy.
Interesting.
Brandy wine or brandy.
So the Dutch, like you said, the Dutch, they're the home of brandy. Since this is French, so
Yes, yeah. The Dutch invented the process.
Gotcha.
So, and then around the world, as it's evolved, the different brandies became, or burnt wines became what they are.
Cool.
So this is a brandy from France, but it's not cognac, because cognac has to be made in the specific region of Cognac in France. This is only 8 miles south of that region.
Okay.
So we're very close to the Cognac region, but because the grapes were not grown and harvested within that Cognac region,
They can't classify it as
they
cognac.
can't call it cognac.
Wow.
Gotcha.
So this is they call it an XO. In brandy, an XO means it's at least 6 years old. Now in brandy, there is no legal classification, so we really don't know how old it is, but this XO tells you that it's got some age on it. And you're gonna look at the color of it. You can see it's nice and brown.
Right.
So this is made from a grape. They make a wine, and then they distill it, and then it's aged. Most of the time it's aged in a wooden cask of some kind. A lot of times it's a used bourbon barrel, or it might be a sherry cask, any kind of barrel they want. This particular one uses a used cognac barrel. So
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to get the flavors of the brandy, but some of those cognac notes as well.
All right. Yep. I want to try it.
I'll be ready.
And this is from our friends over at Quest Brands.
Okay. Very cool. I just learned more about brandy in 3 minutes than I think I've ever had in my life. Interesting. It's crazy that you said it's just, what, 7 miles? That this cannot be
Smells
considered cognac.
Correct.
But
Well, it would be like if you were in Orange, Texas, and you can't say it's a product of Louisiana.
it's true.
Let me check this bottle out.
The smell.
Put the color on it. Nice.
Oh, I know.
Amber.
It's a gorgeous amber, caramel color. Especially over this wooden barrel, you can really see it.
You have a nose.
You smell the spice.
Yeah, I do get spice.
You tried it already? What do you think before I dive in?
Because I read the alcohol content, so I wanted to taste it and see if drinking it I felt it. What would you guess?
60?
No.
Well, no, it's brandy or it's cognac. So, was it 80?
No.
I don't know. What is
It's
it?
40%.
40% ABV or 80 proof.
I thought it'd be
That's
higher.
what,
than that.
you know, most of them are.
That's pretty good.
That's delicious.
I was expecting a little more heat, a little more burn from it,
No, it's,
but it's not.
Oh no, that's smooth.
yeah, that's,
It's smooth, but you still, on the same token, get the bourbon barrel. I mean, the
cognac.
the cognac barrel. You still taste it.
you get the fruit. And again, this is made from grapes, so you get the
It's
fruit.
good. This is something that you wouldn't want to mess up by putting anything else in it.
No, just maybe an ice cube.
The only thing I
If
think
that.
the only thing I would put in this glass with it is more,
Go for
and then
it.
that's it. You know, because it's just you get the sweetness, the good flavor, and
Think about it, if, you know, we've tried a lot of different distilled spirits here, and we've done them all neat. And a lot of them, there's some heat associated with it.
Yes.
And this is,
There's no heat
this
in
is
this.
80 proof, and you don't feel the heat at all. And that's from that aging in that barrel where it's calmed it down. It's calmed the fire down, and it's elevated the taste and the flavors.
No, when I drink a spirit like this, when I go to sip it, I like to breathe in through my mouth just a little bit, because it helps enhance the flavors that you
absolutely.
get. So you almost choke because the flavor is kind of intense,
Well, look at the glass that we're tasting this out.
and then you put the liquid behind, and it's just amazing what it does.
So what kind of glass we using?
You're right.
A brandy snifter.
Snifter.
Look how that. Look how it's shaped. It's tulip, and it's designed to bring all of the aromas straight to your nose and mouth when you bring it.
It's really good. This is a good job, Frank. I'm glad you thought to share this with us.
Absolutely,
Interesting.
wonderful brandy.
It really is. You know, I've had a few different brandies, but usually I just dip my cigar and
Well, a good cigar would be
That's
incredible
right.
with that.
Nice. And you said Quest Brands?
Quest Brands.
What's something else that Quest
Remember
Brands?
J.W. Kelly?
Yes, I remember J.W. Kelly.
they have some good stuff.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Same folks.
They've done it
Very
again, man.
Yes, they have.
That's it. So you're gonna take that home?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna let Frank take it home.
I'll take it
Oh,
home.
well, I'm sure he has a few more bottles hidden somewhere. He's not telling us about.
If we let Frank do that, then the next time he gets a cool little bottle or finds a cool little bottle, he's gonna come
Hopefully.
share it with us.
Hopefully,
You see?
but
Absolutely.
Frank, thank you so much as always
quite
for your
welcome.
knowledge and also for bringing us
This is great.
products that I normally would never try. You know, it's nice to branch out every once in a while.
Very good.
So,
All right. Cheers. Salute.
cheers, salud. All right. Try some brandy. Do some research. It's not cognac. It's brandy. As always, next video, subscribe. Did I do that wrong?
No, that's good, dude. Keep crawling with us.
Cheers.
Cheers.